Welcome to another episode of Trucker Street Smarts from Truckers Trade Guild. This video is about the difference between new trailers versus old trailers. So this was a trailer I hooked up to recently, and I noticed the shiny metal. I noticed there was no rust on it. I thought, gee, what's this all about? So as it turns out, this is a brand new trailer. It's made by Hyundai. I guess that's the same company that makes Hyundai cars. I did not know they made trailers as well. And if you look at the date, it was manufactured in May of 2020. So now it's August of 2020. So it's just about 3 months old. And right away, I noticed everything works better. These come right off the airlines. They go right back on. There's just no problems at all. And usually I'm out here wrestling with these things, trying to get them on. And I thought maybe I'm doing something wrong. And who knows, maybe I was, but I never had any problems with these. I think this newer equipment just seems to work better. Same goes for the landing gear. So look at this landing gear. A lot of times I've hauled trailers where you just see the rust all over the place. And it doesn't take an engineer to know that rust and mechanical parts that move aren't a good mix. So if you look at this landing gear, I'm actually turning this with one finger, and the landing gear is going right down. So easy. So I don't know what the issue is with older trailers and why this landing gear can be kind of difficult sometimes, but you can find the right speed. Of course, the slow speed is going to take a lot longer to raise or lower than the other speed, the higher speed, which is you pull it in and pull it out, and there's just no problems, and it's so easy to move up and down. So maybe with the older trailers there might be an issue with lubrication or maintenance, but it sure would be nice if they worked as well as the landing gear does on this. It would save a lot of time. So the other major issue with a newer trailer like this is the sliding of the tandem. So on this model, this is the kind where you pull it out with your hand. There's no buttons or anything like that. So you just pull it out with one arm. Usually I'm pulling on this and tugging on it, and it looked like an idiot. But in this case, it just goes right in and goes right out. Not any problems at all. And the tandem pins stick out just like they're supposed to. So I learned a lesson the hard way about sliding of the tandems on an older trailer. I was hauling a 2013 model. The pins would not come out. I rocked the trailer back and forth several times, and the trailer repairman had to come out. So I had to call my shop. They sent out the trailer repairman, and he told me that no, you need to rock it back and forth about 20 times. As it turns out, he was right. He works on trailers all day long. And the issue was, at first he thought it was a mechanical issue, but then he thought, no, just keep trying to rock it back and forth. Sure enough, the pins pulled out, but it should not be that difficult. On this trailer, the tandems just slide. The pins come right out. The handle I just showed you pulls right in and out. Absolutely no problems. So again, I don't know if there's a maintenance issue with older trailers. The 2013 model where I had the problems with the tandems, the trailer repairman who works on these said it's an old trailer in terms of trucking standards, but it's not ancient. He has seen older, but it just makes me wonder if these trailers are being maintained like they're supposed to be. Sure would be nice if they all worked as well as this Hyundai. So these doors, I can't open it now because it's sealed, but these, look at the shiny metal and how intact everything is. And when I opened and closed these doors, it felt like the refrigerator at home. One issue with another trailer I had, I guess this thing is called the knuckle. I don't know what you call it, but this thing was starting to wear off on another trailer. Once this starts to wear off, you can maybe take a sledgehammer to get this to go flush against the door, but I didn't have that, and I'm not sure if I did, if it would have worked anyway. But that's just asking for a DOT inspection enforcement action if your handle's sticking out. So I couldn't use that trailer, and spent time driving around in circles looking for another empty trailer. So the bottom line here is that these fleets that manage trailers might want to take a look at buying a newer equipment, or if they can't buy newer equipment, I understand they can't, you know, there's not the capital to always buy a brand new trailer, but at least maintain the older ones that you have in the fleet, so they work more like this Hyundai and less like some rusty jalopy going down the road. And the other thing, one other quick thing about this trailer I noticed, it pulls very straight going down the road. It lines up perfectly with the tractor. Some of the older trailers, you see this wedge sticking out of the passenger side mirror, and it's bigger. You don't see any of the trailer on the driver's side, which is a little nerve-wracking when you're going by construction zones and Jersey barriers, or there's an object on the side of the road and part of your trailer's sticking out a little bit, but not with this Hyundai. It's as straight as it can be going down the road. So hopefully, if you're a driver, your people in your corporation will understand that everybody wins when they have quality equipment that's either new, or if it's older, that's properly maintained. So this is Truckers Trade Guild with another episode of Truckers Street Smarts, trying to improve truck driving conditions across the country.